Who am I
Time to
missing?
ban Joe.
Bye-bye.
First action.
Keep forgetting I have turn push to talk on.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all done. I just need to do
What
one more.
finger do you guys use to push the push to talk?
Middle?
I have it on my mouse.
Pointer, left pointer, and middle finger.
I use my left ring finger.
Use my thumb because it's
Yeah,
on my
makes sense.
mouse.
Yeah. It's on your mouse?
Yeah.
Man. My mouse is page up and page down between channels. Pretty great.
So, Zach, how did you like your first squad experience?
It was pretty great. The only thing you missed is I was running around with the law, and I revived someone. It's pretty awesome. Also, many people have like said my name, and no one has said Travis. I think I've found my name.
There you go.
I have found my game.
Found your people.
That's the only reason why you keep playing. It's just because they don't call you Travis.
I don't know why they see Travis in it. Like, it's very clear.
I think it's because
very clearly Travis mixing.
Yeah.
I did say updated in data save data for umptar.
Huh?
Am I not supposed to see that?
Shut these.
It's in Av, right? Block commands.
Shut these.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah, don't scroll too far up. There's a lot of stuff we were testing.
It's literally the first thing I saw. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I don't care.
Are we going to first encounter Umptar, the basement dweller?
Considering he insta-killed everyone when I had when me, Joe, and Michael were testing it, probably not for a while.
He has expertise in every skill.
He also killed literally everyone during one of our encounters, including a basilisk in one hit. No, wait, the basilisk didn't die. It got bloodied.
So can you just give me an update on where you guys are like right now? Just remind me.
Yeah, sure. Do you guys want to describe to them what happened last time, just to make sure? And then...
Killed a man.
That, not very descriptive.
That's not.
Killed a man. Oh my god, push the top with Doritos.
We were doing some bounty work for... What was the Birdman's name? He's a friend of...
Friend of Gleb.
Gleb, but I can't remember his name.
You mean Yonzer?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
We were doing some work for this man named Yonzer. There were like four bounties available.
3.
3. Okay. One of the bounties was kill a man with no name, wearing black armor and a big red sword. We completed that bounty. We all have our gold. The other one was to kill like a bunch of feral dogs that were running around, and the final one is to return with the heads of the people who killed the big man. We killed the big man, so maybe we can take that bounty. And then Joe scoped out a bank for a heist.
Okay.
Also,
it's not a bank. It's a loan place, whatever.
It's a bank.
It's a loan shark place that's called the Black Bank. We are the payday gang now.
And
Mo is with Bug. They both went off on their own thing.
Yeah, we went pickpocketing.
Oh, and there's one other place that we haven't visited yet, a like magic place.
A wizard.
It's called Lumlex or something like that.
A wizard convention.
WizCon.
Yes, WizCon.
Furious typing.
Yeah, just making sure I have this stuff also down.
Rapid clicking.
Give me a meatball sub.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I average 21 clicks per second.
Minecraft speed building.
Good.
Speed typing.
Gravel, bro. Oh wait, Matt, you should probably change your like nickname on Discord off of Door Kicker.
That works.
Or do like Balazar, then in parentheses door kicker.
And also, whoever is changing my name, please stop. It's probably Joe or Brian or Zach.
Your name is Drogos.
No, it was just changed.
Oh.
See,
Not me.
Not me.
It is you.
It's you.
One of them.
Fucking. I'll take a screenshot.
Of what?
The
Oh,
audit
what
log.
proof?
Oh
Oh
no!
my god.
Oh no!
Everyone
No.
can view the audit log.
No,
That's why I removed all of Mo's roles because he kept moving us around.
You forged the audit logs.
Oh
You
yeah.
did. You did.
Yeah.
My dad works at Discord.
Also, can we like change Mo's name to not be 50,000 negative blood type
Oh,
B
yeah.
symbols?
I'll fix that.
He was like the last trace of the bamboos. Like,
No,
You
because
mean look at the offline section? Like
Yeah.
almost everyone there has it.
I don't look at that section.
Gunner's
It's
still
curved.
here.
I don't think Gunner's been in the
Ambrose,
Discord since
Yes.
can you give me
October.
Duck Commander role?
Why?
Because I need a role.
You have,
Figured
you
that
have them
would fit
now.
me well.
You have them now, I'm pretty sure. Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
what am I?
Yeah, you're. Also, can you appear online, please?
I literally can't. I'm hiding from a person that I used to be friends with that wants to play a game with me, and I don't want to play with them.
All right, that's a me.
But can you
excuse.
send me their Discord info so I can?
Oh, I will. Actually,
All
no.
right.
I'm just. Yeah, I'm just.
started.
Yep. Let me just make sure I have. Do.
Much clicking.
All right. Let me just.
Straight out of Volunder.
Straight out of Valander. No.
Straight out of the bonus. Oh, I
Let me
should probably
just.
get my D&D.
Huh?
I need to open my D&D sheet.
Yep. I'm just getting everything together. Make sure I have that and that. All right. Are you ready to begin?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Go.
Mo Hernandez.
Is that your name?
Yes.
Sound off.
My name is Brock Oldrup, and I'm eating a sandwich.
All right. So, let me just remind you all of what happened last time. So, with the defeat of the man with no name and the corresponding gore, you all took your trophies, head over to the bounty hunter's den, claimed your reward, and went back to what is now your sort of home base. That being the home that you killed all the foot leaves in, right across from Gleb's fireside. So, upon going back there, of course, you saw him playing cards in the road with his friends, hanging out with the boys, and you all went in to go to sleep. And it is with that sleep that we begin. Alrighty, so you all wake up at once with a start, and you all realize you're not in the place you were when you last slept. To some of you, the place you're in now is quite familiar. You find yourselves in a high-ceilinged stone room with bodies hanging from fish hooks from the ceiling, and in the opposite corner of the room is an ominous drain encapsulating most of that side of the floor. And you all find yourselves laying on stone tablets, and floating above you is a floating eyeball with 4 stalks. And he looks at you all and smiles. And he says, "Hello once again, swell fellas."
Well, is it not the floating caveman?
That'll be enough. It's Darthag, buddy. And that's enough out of you.
That sounds like you're a caveman.
Looking at you all now, you all start to feel your muscles sort of contract and tighten, and you're not able to move or speak. You're all just sort of sitting there. Like, you can, like, move your eyes around. And you notice that everyone is here. Like, Mo, and Bug, and Humorous, and Drogos, and Brock, and Balazar, and Ambrose. You're all there, each on your own stone tablet. And looking at you, Darthag, he grins once again. He says, "I bet you're all wondering where I brought you here. Well, I'd like to show you something." And it is then that you notice that a man appear from underneath Darthag. It's an elf dressed in all black with a black cloak and the skin and with skin of copper covered in tattoos. He's extremely tall. And none of you really recognize this man except for Brock, who I'd imagine is quite surprised in his paralysis. So, this man drags Brock to the center of the room while Darthag sort of does his laugh that some of you may recognize from the last time you've encountered this man. And he starts to speak to Brock directly. He's like, "I found an old friend of yours. I thought you'd like to see him." Now, Brock, the elvish man with the copper skin and the tattoos, he produces a cup from his pocket, so hot that the entire party can feel the heat emanating from this cup, even though they're on the opposite side of the room, as he's dragged Brock to the middle of the room. And the elf looks at you, Brock, and stares for a moment before dumping this black liquid across Brock, starting with his leg, his non-metal leg, and working his way up his body as he's encapsulated in this sort of metal, like, burning, scalding goo. And you can all you can smell the burns, and you can see the pain in Brock's eyes as he looks at you all. And he covers Brock until all that is left is one eye showing throughout this horrifying metal visage. And with that, he brings Brock back to the stone tablet and lays him down, facing Darthag. He goes, "All right, let's see who I would like to play with next." And then his gaze turns to Ambrose. And Ambrose, you just realize that the man underneath Darthag, it's not an elf. It's someone quite familiar to you. And he walks up to you. And it's Master Bakonin. And so, looking with disgust at Ambrose down in his stone pallet, he says to him, "Your father sent you to me to be a man, and so I sent you to the world. But Borsisi can't save you. The world has not broken you, so I must try once more. And while still paralyzed on his stone tablet, he proceeds to unleash a flurry of punches on Ambrose, just knocking him back with the force of it. Blood starting to pour from his mouth, and unable to breathe without hearing a cracking noise as his chest rises and falls. And with that, Master Bakonin goes back to Darthag and sort of vanishes from your consciousness. And now, looking on at you, laughing, he now looking around. He looks sort of confused. He's like, who do I want to test next? And it is then that he sort of like lowers a little bit, and then from behind him appears a dwarf. And now this dwarf doesn't look very familiar to many of you, but as he approaches Balasar's eyes sort of shoot open as he realizes it's his old friend Kilris. And now Kilris, he drags Balasar to the center of the room with a little bit of effort, as Balasar is quite big for to be hauled by a dwarf. And now, bringing him into the center of the room, he starts to berate Balasar on his cowardice and his inability to do what must be done. And he pulls from his pocket a vial of green gas. And this gas, he opens the lid and sort of he dumps it into Balasar's face. And you can all sort of smell the sort of sulfury, poisonous stench as Balasar is enveloped by this gas, and slowly starts to become thinner and thinner until he's no more than skin and bones, and he collapses onto the ground. And with that, he is dragged back to his stone pedestal. And then, looking around, once again, kind of bored, Darthag turns to Hugh. And he goes, "Oh, this'll be fun." And Hugh, it's only then that you notice standing in the corner is your dear Jenna. And she appears and walks over to you, Hugh, and looking at you with such disappointment, such sadness, she says to you, she says, "Hugh, you brought such strife on our household, not being able to find a job, not being able to steal anything for us so we can live, dying on us, failing us. I'm so heartbroken." And she turns away. And even all of you throughout the room can see a light start to emanate from your skeletal friend. And with a sort of blinding flash, his bones scatter, turning into nothing but an unliving skeleton. The magic draining from him. And next, with a hearty chuckle, Darthag kind of turns to the ceiling and goes, "Hey, I got Drogos in here!" And this sort of booming voice starts to emanate from the very walls, and it fills all your heads with this sort of painful noise. And this noise burrows into Drogos' head, and it just it sort of rips his soul as blood starts to pour from his eyes. And it's with this, Drogos, that Darthag turns to you and looks at you with all his eyes and says, "You know, your home was quite beautiful." And he laughs. And finally, he looks upon Mo Hernandez. Goes, "Mo, you know, I met an old friend of yours not too long ago. I thought you'd like to meet him again." And you just realize, Mo, caught up in this confusion, darting your eyes around in your paralysis, that there's a human standing underneath Darthag. And this human looks very familiar to you. It's a man you've met before by the name of Ches.
Oh god.
And so it's with a sort of greedy look in his eyes, that he he drags you to the center of the room where the others have been. You can smell the stench and the burning and the blood that has happened in this spot. And Ches pulls out a knife and looking at you and sort of taking your chin in his hand and sort of putting your head to each side goes, "Now, your skin's still a little damaged, but it'll still fetch quite a nice price if I can find the right buyer." And he starts to whittle your skin off with his dagger, Mo. Unable to scream, your eyes are all that can show emotion. As he just takes a chunk off, and then with that raises it to Darthag as if it was a trophy. And then, with that, Darthag seems appeased. He starts to laugh, a very hearty laugh that you haven't quite heard before. And so, Mo is brought back to his pedestal, and you all sit on your pedestal, knowing some deep sort of pain, as Darthag has brought you here to show you just what it is that he knows of you all. And looking at you all, you kind of see this in his smile, a sort of knowing, sly smile. And he says to you, "Well, Coalition, I assume I'll be seeing you again sometime soon. I just thought I'd stop by to see if you'd forgotten me. Well, ta-ta for now." And with that, the world kind of evaporates, and you all wake with a start in your beds at the house across from Gleb's fireside. And so, looking around, you have regained the ability to speak and move. And I give the floor to you, guys.
Ambrose is gonna, like, check himself for injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Drogo's gonna go outside.
Because he's not terribly terrified of just what happened. He's just kind of startled.
Mm-hmm.
But he's mostly inconvenienced. And a little upset that this caveman would use my own memories against me.
Yeah, checking yourself, none of you find yourselves to be hurt. The only damage seems to be any emotional scarring, as you've all been reminded of.
Chunk of missing skin.
No, you haven't sustained any physical injuries.
That's good.
You've all just woken up and feel free to go about your business.
I just like to go outside.
I want to look around the room, see if anything has changed.
All right. Can you do a perception check for me?
Brock is just gonna be on his bed, just holding his leg.
Nothing seems to have changed. Yeah, the daylight outside, it appears to be around 7 or 8 in the morning. Drogo's has stepped out. It is a somewhat cool, misty day. And the sun is shining quite high for this early in the morning. And nothing really appears to be amiss.
Well, not that it's my place, to have nightmares, but it's improper, unmanly. But did you happen to dream of anything strange?
Ambrose out with me, or
No, you went outside alone.
none?
Just like,
Been established, Ambrose. Whenever that happens, we're all dreaming the same thing.
so it's not you that makes me dream those horrible things.
Do I look like I know how to use magic?
We are gonna need to find a way to fix that.
And so Drogo's being the first one outside. Gleb begins to walk across the street and he goes, "Oh, hi, Drogos, how you doing? Good morning." What's that?
What's up?
No, not much. I just thought I'd bring you guys some breakfast. And he's holding a very large tray with a bunch of plates on it.
Oh, thanks, mate.
No problem. I'll bring it inside. And with that, he steps past you, Drogos, and opens the door. Hey, everyone! Breakfast! Wakey, wakey!
Oh, well, this is nice.
Yeah, no problem. I figured you guys probably be hungry from your, serial killer slaying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got you all some chicken soup. I figured that'd be a good morning breakfast, yeah.
Around. Thanks, Gleb.
No problem. I got some sausages, and bacon. And standard stuff. Yeah, how you guys doing? You guys look like you seen a ghost. Everyone all right? Did that guy, hurt you guys?
We're fine. We just had a rough night. That's all.
Oh, man. Why? What happened?
Oh, we just couldn't sleep very well. That's all.
Oh, I get that. Yeah, that happens.
The big sword's probably not helping.
What? What big sword?
Evil sword I have. And I like.
Yo! Sick sword.
Thanks.
Well,
Ambrose is gonna walk outside and be with the rest of them now.
I think you're all inside now, probably.
Oh, okay.
Dining room. The downstairs dining room, if you recall. Do you mean to post the picture again, guys?
Yes, please.
It's not a very good one, but I think I have it right here, pretty much. The downstairs is the bottom right. That was the battle map, but it works.
Yeah.
I'm terribly sorry, but I do believe I forget your name. What was your name again?
What? Me?
Yes.
You got hit in the head, buddy? It's Gleb.
Gleb.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's just not a very memorable name.
Took a blow to the head.
It happens.
I did not.
It happens to the best of us, buddy. Well, you all regain your strength. Any idea what you guys are doing this morning? This afternoon? You guys got any plans?
Figure it out when we get there.
That's my way, buddy. It's a good
Don't we
idea.
have some dogs to whip?
Yes, there is that job.
Oh, what, the direwolf problem?
Wolves.
Yeah, the direwolf problem. Do you mean that?
We were told they were feral dogs.
No, I'm pretty sure they're direwolves. They're I think they're in the southern part. If you head south from the bounty hunter's den, you'll run right into them. I'm pretty sure they've been stalking this one road.
Why doesn't the king simply kill them? Why does he need bounty hunters to kill these people?
That's funny. No one really pays attention to us in the Black Ternary. It's the blue and the white ones that people really care about. That's where the big business is, and that's where you'll find all the important residents. So those of us over here really don't get much attention. It's just how it is. So bounty hunter is about the best thing we have.
I would like to say that Hugh is still upstairs, laying in his bedroll. He just hasn't moved.
Yeah. Gleb actually looks around. He's like, "Oh, by the way, the piece of paper on the tray, that's for you. I brought him some more kobold words of enlightenment. He seemed to enjoy them for breakfast the other day.
For me or for who?
That's for you, because he can't really eat. For the rest of you, I got normal people food. No, I was gonna give you guys some kobold delicacies, but I figured, you'd probably want some home cooked meals.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it is what it is. Well, if you need anything, you know where to find me. With that, he exits. And so you're all left at your dining table, except for Hugh. And Ambrose went outside, right?
No, I'm with the group.
Oh, then you find yourselves just in your quasi-home, sort of ruminating on your last few days' thoughts.
Ambrose is gonna go upstairs and rudely wake up Humorous.
He is like, when you reach the top of this, like the stairs, you will just see him like sat up in his bedroll, just one knee up, and he's just kind of staring off into the distance, not saying a
Come
word.
on, chop chop. We have some dire wolves to kill, I do believe.
No response.
Come on, let's go.
After
Rocket.
a minute, Hugh will like silently get up out of the bedroll, put his hat on, and come downstairs.
Well, don't dilly dab. Be quick about it. And then Ambrose is gonna go downstairs.
Hey Hugh, I think the kobold left some wise words for you, like he did yesterday on the platter right there.
Hugh will look over at the platter, and he'll kind of slowly walk over there and pick it up and roll it up and put it into his dress shirt and sit down at one of the chairs.
Mm-hmm. And so you're all left sitting there, some of you eating, some of you not, just sort of taking in the morning.
How's my hygiene? Do I need a shower?
You're doing all right. Just the very aromatic perfumes that noblemen tend to dress themselves in sort of cover your stench, and it's still rubbing off quite well.
Very
and
good.
the beds that you guys were put in were like freshly washed too, so you're not particularly stinky. Your hair's a little messy. That's about it.
I need to buy a brush. Come along, Brock. Let's go buy some things. And Amber's gonna like walk outside and go look for a hairbrush store.
I'll go watch the kid.
Probably for the best.
And then Brock is gonna follow Ambrose out the door.
Don't try too hard to keep him alive.
Mm-hmm.
And so you two are going to try to find a hairbrush, you said?
Yeah.
Is there any way in particular you'd like to look? Like, are you going to stay in, like, the black turn area? Or are you going over to, like, the blue?
Let's stay in the black turn area. See if there's any stores around.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to make an insight check to see if you can see where stores are? Or is there, like, a particular direction you're looking for? Oh, man. All right, so you recall, again, because your map recollection is perfect, that 2 spots were marked out on your Welcome to Wram map as shops, and those were one pretty much directly from what you one was like east and a little bit south, and the other one was very south and a little bit east. So you can either head like if you head like straight down the side road you're on, and then onto the main road, and then straight, and then up a little bit, you'll find it. Or if you just keep heading south, you'll find one.
I'll go south.
All right. So Brock, you just following him?
Yeah.
All right. So heading south, you guys find a little shop, just like off one of the side roads. It's the sort of like curio shop, and you can see through the large glass window, which says like it says Hank's Trinkets. You can see like a little old man at a counter.
Brock, watch and observe how nobility rules the underling class. And Ambrose gonna walk in.
I'm watching, and I'm gonna walk in behind him.
Oh, well, hello there. I'm Hank. This is Hank's Trinkets. How may I help you?
Yeah, I don't really care. I need a brush.
Uh-huh. What kind of brush you need, bud?
Well, chestnut would be quite nice, but if you have something less standard, that would be acceptable.
Just what, buddy? At least buy me dinner first. Just kidding. I get what you mean, fancy pants. So you're looking for like a hairbrush?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'll see what I have. And one.
Can Ambrose like look around and see what's
Yeah,
in
sure.
the shop? Well,
Mm-hmm.
this guy's doing whatever peasant thing he does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looking around, you see all sorts of like there's like a bunch of like shelves against the wall and like two like small tables around with a lot of walking space. And there's all manner of like gold pocket watches and necklaces and trinkets and baubles and magnifying glasses and telescopes and arrows and like bolts and just every little thing that you might need.
Do you have any darts around?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. Try over in the left corner, farthest away from the counter. He's like underneath the counter, like you can hear him like doing stuff all around, checking. And
Yeah, I'm listening.
And walking over it, like there, you can see before you get there, like this little assortment of like different weaponry. Like you have like some darts, you have like a sai or two, maybe like a tonfa, like some short swords, like a long sword, a lance. So he's got all manner of different things. The darts look to be pretty good quality, very similar to the ones you actually had with you already, and there seems to be quite a few of them. They're in like a big like bucket.
I'm gonna pick up 5 and pass them to Brock.
Well, these look like they're good quality.
Yes, keep holding them for me, would you?
Mm-hmm.
And then Ambrose is gonna go back up to the counter.
Underneath the counter, you hear the man looking around still. Yeah, is everything all right?
Yes, I'd like to buy 5 of these darts, please.
Oh, yes, no problem whatsoever. 5 darts? Let me, 1 moment. 5 darts. And you can see him, like, doing math in his head, you know? It's like, 25 gold pieces? Sound about right? I'd say so. They're pretty good darts.
Well, I do think I got these darts right here in my pocket for 10 copper pieces, so...
10 copper pieces, was it? Alrighty. I'll give you, let's say a silver piece then, bud. You know. You did, you came in, you're a little bit hostile to me there, pal.
As it should be.
As it should be. Well, man, I take great pride in myself, buddy. Like, I don't see what reason you would have to dislike me. I'm Hank.
I'm gonna throw a silver piece at him.
Okay.
Do you have that comb I was asking for, or brush?
Yes, actually. I happen to have this right here. And he pulls up a chestnut comb with ruby studs along the handle part. And the comb itself is tipped with silver, making them very fine. Well, what do you think? I happen to have just what you were looking for, I think. Lucky me, right?
Well, the quality is a little shoddy.
Little shoddy, buddy. No. This right here. This right here. Have you ever heard of the legendary warrior, Lambus?
The Lambus? This is the comb of the Lambus?
Lambus the Fair himself with his wonderful hair. Yeah, this is it right here.
And I want to try to see if it's, like, really the comb of Lambus.
Go ahead and, you want to make a history check for me? Yeah, looking at it, this seems to be it, because that would follow everything you know about Lambus the Fair, the famed Goliath warrior who had a gigantic flowing mane, a very delicate blonde hair. He was very proud of his hair. And thinking about the descriptions you've seen in history books, this seems to be it.
Yes, how much for it?
You know, for you, buddy, just because I like you, 3 gold pieces.
That sounds fair.
Yeah, you know, I think
And
so.
I'm gonna give him 3 gold pieces for Lambus's comb.
Mm-hmm. And so you gain Lambus's comb.
Hey, Hank, do you have any wisdom in appraisal?
You know, I'd say myself a connoisseur of fine goods. Why? What is it you're looking at? Like, what are you trying to appraise?
Along my travels, I came across this weird box, and inside there's this needle that kind of floats around like a compass, but it doesn't really point north. You have any idea what this could be?
You know, let me check. One moment. Like, can I see it for a sec?
Yeah, here.
And for a second, Hank looks kind of perplexed. He goes, any idea what it points towards? Does it point towards north?
No, it just kind of floats around and doesn't really point anywhere.
Is it water? What's it floating in there? I'm trying to figure it out. You know, I can't really make hide nor hair of it, personally. That's kind of strange, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Huh. Weird. You know, I'd say maybe you might want to go towards someone magical with it. I don't know, like we have some wizards in this area. If you didn't know already, I'm sure you've heard of them. The Lunlecks. You know, they moved in here a little while ago.
Yeah, to the north of here, right?
Yeah, to the northeast area. They're definitely people you want to see if you want to learn anything magical.
Okay. I might run it by them if I find myself over there.
Yeah. Well, that's the best guess I can give you. Sorry, friend. Like, I guess I don't know everything after all, right? Is there anything else I can help you with, my dwarven friend? You looking for any beard oil, or I don't know, beard combs, or beards, or what else do dwarves like? I don't know.
Nah, my hair stays pretty naturally clean, but
yeah, that's pretty nice. Yeah, you don't need anything. You don't need like I don't know, new boots, or what else do dwarves like? And he's like thinking about it. Elf skulls. I got plenty of elf skulls.
No, I'm good, and my shoe size is a little irregular, so.
Oh, I get that. Me too, bud. And he puts his foot up on the table, and it's a size 27. This is a normal human man with a size 27 shoe.
The hell?
This man's got massive feet. He goes,
Ambrose is combing his hair.
I'm going to put my boot up, and he's going to see the big. I like pull my like pants leg up some, and he's gonna see the big black metal, just like metal shard just going through my boot.
Oh wow, man, yeah. What's happened here, bud? You some sort of construct?
No, just, and it was just an accident. It's no big deal, really.
Yeah, what is it? Like your foot has like some metal on it or something? Like, is it like stuck on there?
Something like that, yep.
Have you tried like acid?
Oh, I've tried everything, sir.
Everything. Well, that's a real shame there, bud. You know, and he thinks about it. He goes, Have you tried, you know what I've heard? is I've heard there's a up to the northeast a ways. There's this nomadic people, and they're really crafty smiths, is what I've heard. I don't know if you've ever heard anything about that or anyone like that. Have you?
I've heard talk of that area. That's for sure.
Yeah. Man, like I'd say maybe going up that way is or try to find some like expert craftsman might be able to smelt that for you. Try to smelt it off you.
Hmm.
Ambrose is going to walk over and rap his knuckles against the metal, and then like shake his hand because it hurt.
Oh, friend, probably wasn't the best idea, now was it?
Yeah,
I guess not.
He's a little dense. The metal, I mean.
Yeah, I get you. He goes, hey, well, wait a second. And he hands you a business card, Brock. And on it, it says Genghis Mangus, expert craftsman and smith, found in the traveling city of Yarns.
Oh.
And he goes, this is the man that you want to see right here. He's an expert in the forging of anything specialty. I also know him personally. He's a good guy. Tell him Hank sent you. Hank's Trinkets. He might even give you a discount. Or, he might actually see you. He's pretty busy.
I would imagine, yeah, if I'm ever up near that area, I'll be sure to give him a visit. Thank you, Hank.
No problem. It's not really one area. He's mainly, you can find him somewhere in the plains, pretty much, is how because they're like a traveling sort of nomadic people. So, anywhere up there I'd look personally.
Well, good to know.
Yeah. Well, if you guys don't need anything else, I'm going to get back to my sitar playing. And he grabs a sitar, and your ears begin to bleed. Not really, but not literally, but he's playing very badly.
Brock, let's go.
And you can just hear him humming. Boom, 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 boom.
No.
And with the that's the sound the sitar is playing. Somehow he's playing it like a violin with a bow.
All right, let's get back to the rest of the coalition, Mr. Jorgensen.
And my darts, please.
Here you go.
Brian, before they get back, can I roll perception and see if someone has put more bathite crystals in our pockets or something?
Yeah. Feel free to roll perception. From what you see, there doesn't appear to be anything anywhere that would point to that. You still have one in your pocket, correct?
Still have the one in my pocket, but it was kind of trashed a little bit.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only one that you find, or any semblance that you can see. And now, going back a little bit, does anyone in Mo, Humorous, Drogos, is there anything you guys want to do before Ambrose and Brock get back? Or you just waiting on them?
Oh yeah, I'm just waiting for them. I'm flicking a coin around on my knuckles, rolling it.
Ambrose is just gonna keep brushing his hair as he walks down the street.
Yeah, as you brush it, Ambrose, your hair begins to kind of sheen with this golden light. And after maybe 5 or 10 minutes of walking, the sheen gets so bright that you start to feel stronger, and you gain 5 temp HP.
All right.
Do you want me to add that, or are you gonna add that?
I can add that.
I thought only temporary HP could be factored during combat.
Well,
I can add it to my character sheet.
Yeah, it's fine. And so, after about 15 minutes of walking, after you started to feel a little stronger, we can work it out. You start to feel stronger, and then, as you're walking through the streets, can you two? I'm gonna need you to roll initiative in a sec, because combat has begun as you hear a squeaking from an alleyway next to you.
Out of character. Oh god, it's Hoagie. It's Hoagie.
With the squeaking?
Yeah.
On the hop.
Do-do-do-do. And so, with that, you want to have the temp HP now? Before combat starts? And so, with that, you're both sort of... Let me
Okay, I figured it out. You can keep going.
Right. And so you're both sort of surprised as 4 giant rats charge you from an alleyway. And one of the ugliest of the rats goes first. And then looking at the two of you, it's going to go for Ambrose. And it goes for a bite on you, Ambrose, but you wield your arm back just in time as not to be crunched by its gnashed sort of teeth. And so one of the other rats goes, this one charging Brock, seeing him as a tasty small treat. And this one, biting true, finds itself on Brock's non-metal leg and clamps on, just sinking its teeth right into the meat of your leg, Brock. And so, one of the other rats also charges, this one going for Ambrose, seeing that his friend wasn't able to find a true spot and get some nice meat. And this one also misses, as Ambrose, once again, with his other arm, wheels back just in time, sort of backtracking. And so the 4th rat goes. This rat, there's a lot of rats in that alley. And so this one is going to go for Brock, seeing him as a weaker target, having just been bit. I mean, that you're like, yeah. And this one also hits, biting Brock just at his knee, so just above the other rat. So you have 2 rats on your leg, Brock. And it's Ambrose's turn.
I'm gonna grapple with
grapple the rat.
Yeah. Which rat should I target?
Let's see. The 2 attacking you, Ambrose, are 3 and 1. Brock is being attacked by 2 and 4. And you've grappled the rat.
And now I'm gonna punch it.
Alright.
It's not getting away from me.
You've picked this rat up that's attempted to this giant rat that's attempted to bite you. And picking it up, you smash it in your hands. Would you like to explain to me just what the monks have trained you that you've smashed a rat so effectively?
So I've picked up this rat. And this is like a giant rat, right?
Yeah, it's a giant rat. Pretty big.
I'm like on the ground with it, like wrestling with it. And I'm just gonna like squeeze its head. Like I'm gonna punch and then squeeze its head until its like brain pops out of its body
Mm-hmm.
Just like squeezing his neck.
Mm-hmm.
And his head pops off. Yeah, it's my turn.
Okay. So it's Brock's turn.
They made me hunt for my own food at the temple.
By our Tundus, this is the biggest rat I've ever seen.
2 of 4.
What's the one on my knee? I think that's 2.
That's 4 is on your knee.
Okay, 4. Okay.
They both sort of let go and are like at your foot, just sort of having both. They're both starting to chomp on the little bit of meat they got off you, sort of gnat and like mowing on it.
Pizza.
Oh! Oh!
Sweet cheese.
You get the rat.
The rat knew to die because it was pizza time.
Oh no! And so, Brock, what did you do?
So I see it just like chomping on my flesh that it pulled off, and I just kind of draw my war pick and just like from my back going all the way down to the ground, just swing, and I just impale the rat. And I pick up my war pick, and it's still kind of on there, just limp, and I shake it, and it falls off. And the other rat just kind of looks at me.
Mm-hmm. He goes, and so it is Ambrose's non-dead rat's turn, and he looks at you, Ambrose, having just punched his friend to death after rolling around with him on the ground, and he's going to go for a bite, try to get you right in the jugular, and he misses, flying directly past you and landing right behind you. And so it's Brock, the rat that looks at you in horror. He's out for revenge, and he goes for that's the and then he gets very scared and tries to attack Ambrose though, as you two are right next to each other, not incurring a reaction penalty, as the rats have clumped you up enough. And so that one's dead, so it doesn't get a turn. That one's also dead, so it doesn't get a turn. And it's Ambrose's turn again. Both the rats having turned onto him.
I'm gonna try to do a backflip, and then with both feet crush Giant Rat 3's head into the stone cobbles.
You gonna curb stomp him? I would say you land very shakily.
So I don't get the full force of the...
No, you can make an attack, but you won't get an advantage for it from the flip.
Okay, I'm gonna kick it anyway.
Yeah, sort of landing. You're about a foot away from his head, so you judge the distance wrong. And you've beefed this rat with your kick. It's Brock's turn.
So I see the rat over by Ambrose, and I put away my war pick, and I pull out my trident, and I start to line up a shot on the rat.
Nice. You can get him from with a melee hit from here if you want to.
Oh, I know.
Oh, you're gonna freaking spear him? I'm pretty sure it does more damage with the melee attack. I think we marked those out separately, didn't we? Just making sure.
Yeah, it does. I just kind of toss my my trident, and it just like pins the rat to the ground.
The final that one's dead. The final rat looks around in utter horror at what has just transpired, but it really likes the taste of Ambrose, so it's gonna try to bite him. and it bites him. No, it doesn't. Never mind.
Yeah, it does.
Wait, what? Yeah, it does.
Temporary hit
It
points.
took all your temp HP. So upon biting into you, Ambrose, it clamps on, but it doesn't clamp on to you. It's almost as if there's a glowing sort of shield around you that it clamps onto and breaks through with like a shattering glass noise as the gold light drains away from you, and the rat goes to the floor with a horrible taste in its mouth. And Ambrose, it's your turn to make the attack.
I'm gonna try to like trip him.
Okay.
So he goes.
Trip the rat?
Yeah, I'm gonna like.
I know. Yeah.
Shove him with my feet.
Mm-hmm.
So he like trips.
Go for it.
So like you're sweeping his legs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shove him with my feet.
Sweep the rat.
It's called a kick. But shoving someone with your feet is called a kick, Joe.
Gonna sweep the rat.
Did a cool foot punch on that guy.
You're looking for the true. You're looking for the trip, like
right.
description right after, yeah.
Oh. Oh wait,
Yeah.
I tripped
Yeah, you
it.
got him. Yeah, you got him. You tripped the rat.
Hell yeah!
Okay, so tripping the rat over, he goes as you sort of sweep him, and he goes spinning like a Beyblade on the ground because rats are already prone, so it doesn't really trip him. He's spinning now because you've swept him.
I'm gonna punch him now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
He's
gonna like.
spinning.
Or actually, I'm gonna kick him.
Any particular place you're aiming for?
His ribs.
Ah.
His tiny or medium-sized rat ribs.
Mm-hmm. And you've biffed this man. And so, with one final blow, the rat turns into a fine paste underneath your boot.
Ah! I just got this cleaned!
Yeah, the guts are real smelly. Pretty gross.
I'm gonna brush my hair more.
Alright, and with that, it ends combat.
Brock is gonna recall his trident, and as he does, it pulls out of the ground and through the rat. But when it pulls out of the rat, it just basically just like opens it up just like in half.
Uh-huh.
And
Some of the blood
it just sprays blood.
Yeah, blood sprays over Ambrose.
Ah! Is there anything in the rat?
Would you like to check? Can you do
Brock, go check.
Can you go investigate the rat for me? I need an investigation roll.
Brock, will you
if
please
you really
look
want me
inside
to.
this rat?
Actually, can I get an animal handling roll? Specifically?
Oh no.
Within the rat, you find organs, guts, blood, more organs, more guts, some blood, some skin, some flesh, some teeth, rat tails, a little bit of undigested, like, corn or something. Someone must have fed them. Nothing really else.
It was just a rat, Mr. Jorgensen.
Perfect. I'm glad they don't have the fever. Well,
okay.
Let's go.
Well, that
And
was
with that-
strange.
And with that, you begin to walk back towards the, towards Glebs and towards your friends.
XP time.
Okay, did you both kill 2? Or was it one, Ambrose killed 3?
I think I killed 3.
Yeah.
Ambrose gets 75, Brock gets 25. And with that walk back towards your friends will be our first short break.
Cool.
Epic.
I'll see you guys in a few minutes.
So I went onto YouTube and I looked up rat fight.
Not rat song, please.
No, that's what was playing. It's actually like it was actually like really good combat music. It was so funny.
Rat fight. Oh, from Fantastic Mr. Fox, yeah. That's the scene where he has a knife fight with a rat. You know,
oh really? Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, it's a rat in a Hamburglar costume.
Aren't they allergic to linoleum?
Is there linoleum in this world?
No, it's from Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Oh, I thought you meant in D&D.
No. Foxes in Fantastic Mr. Fox are allergic to linoleum.